showing you the basics of volleyball. So basically, to start off, I'm going to go over just the history of volleyball and what the sport consists of. Its main two things. There's a lot of components that go into it, but passing and setting are probably the two most basic ones, and I'll just wrap it all up at the end. So volleyball was invented in 1895 by William G. Morgan, and he was actually a YMCA PE director. He originally called it Mintoinette, and it was created to kind of combine basketball, baseball, tennis, and handball. And you would think it was created and first played in the West Coast by the beach, maybe. Volleyball's really popular here in California, but it was actually created in Holyoke, Massachusetts. And although the games and rules have changed significantly since creation, it always comes back down to the basics. So the basics of volleyball include serving and then pass, set, hit, transfer the ball to the other side, pass, set, hit, and that's how you get a rally going. And so there's different kinds of passes and sets and hits, and I'll go into that. But basically, to start off, how to pass, it's really important for your stance. So you're going to want a shoulder width stance, 1 foot a little bit in front of the other, and you want to get down and low. That's probably the most important part. And then to hold your hands, you're going to put your dominant hand over your non-dominant hand. So for me, that's right over my left. Put your thumbs together. So when you're down and ready to pass, you want your shoulders above your knees and your hands up, ready to pass. That way when a ball comes your way, you just shoot out your platform and use the flattest part of your surface. When people hold their hands like this or like that, it drives me insane. And so when you kind of put this stuff together, it's going to look somewhat like this. I don't know how to volume it, so it's okay, I'll just narrate it. So this is the USA Women's Olympic coach, and you can see how I have medium position, wide stance. Your knees are a little bit locked in, so pigeon-toed in a little bit, 1 foot in front of the other. It's really important for your shoulders to be above your knees and to be down and low. And then it just makes it easier when you're down and low to move side to side, back and forth, and it just makes it a lot easier to move to a ball because they're not all going to come straight to you. And so when you put all these components together, this is just passing back and forth. You can tell that they're nice and low and that they're just have a flat platform and aiming for the ball there. So when you get past that, the goal is to pass it to a setter. And I think the setter has the hardest job on the court. It's really difficult. So you're going to want to walk into a set. So you put 1 foot in front of the other again, wide stance. You want to create a window, and you do that by creating a triangle and dropping your fingers in. So you create a triangle and drop it in and pass. And a setter is really difficult because you can set a 4, which is a really far ball out, a 2, which is a ball to the middle, and you can even back set a 5. So setting is really hard because you can actually get called out on it, and that's one of the only ones that you can get called out as like a foul, and you can get called out as a single player. If you double, if you don't release on the same time, it's like it's really tricky to get setting down to perfection. So this is what I meant by you can set. These are all the different kinds of sets. You can set back row, which is a pipe. You can set front row 4, 3, 2, 1, a back 1, 2, 3, 5. So it's really difficult. And then, so just to recap everything, volleyball has been around for quite a while, since 1895, and although the rules have changed and gameplay has gone more competitive, it all comes back down to the fundamentals, which are passing and setting. Hitting comes into play, but you'll never get to hitting if you can't pass or set. And the most important thing to remember is you don't need to play competitively, or you don't need to be on a team or be crazy good. As long as you have some friends and a ball, you guys can enjoy. Thank you.